The question of whether or not we are alone in the universe has preoccupied mankind for thousands of years. Some believe that we are simply a random occurrence in an uncaring universe, while others think that our existence was orchestrated by a higher power. But what if there's something else out there beyond our understanding, something so advanced that it has long since transcended our perception? Are we missing their signals because we have simply become too blind to see or too deaf to hear? For millennia, humans have communicated with each other through sounds within the range of audibility. Sounds are vibrations that travel through a medium such as air as a wave. They have a frequency which determines the number of waves at a second and an amplitude which determines the volume. Humans can hear sounds with frequencies between roughly 20 Hz and 20 kHz, with most sounds we deem audible falling between 60 Hz and 4000 Hz. However, the universe is vast and our hearing is limited. There could be sounds all around us that we are simply not equipped to perceive. Take, for example, the infamous WOW signal, a 30-second radio signal detected by an Ohio State University radio telescope in 1977. It had a strong signal-to-noise ratio and appeared to originate from the direction of the constellation Sagittarius. The signal's frequency of 1420 MHz also happens to be the internationally designated radio wavelength for SETI searches. These factors made the WOW signal one of the most intriguing candidates for extraterrestrial communication ever discovered, and yet it has never been repeated. Some argue it could have been a once-off natural phenomenon, while others believe it was a deliberate transmission from an alien civilization. But without further evidence, it remains an enigma. But what if there are whispers of the universe that are not only outside the range of our hearing, but also outside the boundaries of our imagination? Could we be missing entire dimensions of sound that hold secrets we're not yet ready to understand? Imagine for a moment that we are like bats, creatures that navigate their surroundings using echolocation. We send out high-pitched sounds and listen for the echoes to help us understand the world around us. Now imagine that these bats were suddenly gifted with human hearing. Their ability to perceive sounds would be greatly expanded, opening up a whole new world of auditory experiences. Similarly, what if there are sounds all around us that we are simply unable to hear because our hearing capabilities are limited? In the late 19th century, scientists began to understand that the physical world is governed by vibrations that extend far beyond the range of human hearing. They discovered that everything around us, from buildings to bridges to even our bodies, are constantly vibrating. These vibrations, which are responsible for phenomena like earthquakes and musical notes, are simply different forms of mechanical energy. A friend of mine, Mark Nelson, even created a device that converts seismic vibrations into audible sound. Listening to this sonic representation of the Earth's rumblings can be both fascinating and eerie, like overhearing the planet itself. So why is this relevant to the search for extraterrestrial life? Well, just as there are vibrations all around us on Earth, it's reasonable to assume that other planets and celestial bodies are also vibrating. These vibrations could be the result of geological activity, gravitational forces, atmospheric conditions, or even biological processes. If civilizations on other worlds are more advanced than ours, they may have the technology to detect these faint vibrations and use them for communication or navigation. Imagine a civilization that has mastered the ability to harness the vibrations of its planet, creating a vast communication network that spans entire continents. This could be done by embedding receivers and transmitters into the planet's surface, or by utilizing natural phenomena like seismic waves or even auroras. By doing so, they could achieve instantaneous communication across vast distances without the need for traditional infrastructure like satellites or broadcast towers. But how could we possibly hope to detect these signals if we don't even know what they sound like? To answer this question, we need to look no further than our own planet. As I mentioned earlier, the Earth is constantly vibrating, and these vibrations can be detected using sensitive instruments called seismometers. Seismic waves generated by earthquakes or volcanic eruptions can travel around the globe, providing a unique way to map the planet's interior. By analyzing the different types of seismic waves and their travel times, scientists can learn about the composition and structure of the Earth's core, mantle, and crust. What if these seismic waves could also carry information? Imagine a civilization that has developed the ability to manipulate these waves, creating artificial seismic signals that can travel around the planet. This could be done by inducing controlled vibrations using machines, or by exploiting natural sources of seismic energy like tectonic plate boundaries. By encoding information onto these seismic waves, a civilization could create a global communication network that is robust and secure. Such a system could potentially be used for communication over vast distances, allowing for the rapid exchange of information between different parts of the planet. It could also be used for sensing purposes, such as detecting changes in the Earth's environment or monitoring the planet's health. For example, a civilization might use seismic waves to detect the early signs of an earthquake or volcanic eruption, giving people time to evacuate and take cover. It's important to note that these are just hypothetical examples based on current scientific understanding. However, it's not entirely out of the realm of possibility that a civilization could develop these capabilities in the future. As technology advances, it may become easier to manipulate seismic waves and encode information onto them. Additionally, as our understanding of the Earth's interior improves, we may discover new ways to utilize seismic waves for communication and sensing purposes. Now let's explore another mind-bending idea. What if the sounds of the universe are not limited to the physical world but extend into the realm of quantum mechanics? In the quantum realm, particles exhibit wave-like properties and can be in multiple states at once. This concept, known as superposition, is one of the fundamental principles of quantum mechanics. If we are able to tap into these quantum vibrations, we might be able to communicate with other civilizations in a way that is faster than light. This would revolutionize our understanding of the universe and our place in it. Unfortunately, this is still largely theoretical, as the technology required to detect and manipulate quantum vibrations is currently beyond our capabilities. So what does this mean for the search for extraterrestrial life? While it's highly unlikely that we will ever be able to detect quantum vibrations from other planets, it doesn't mean we should abandon this line of thinking entirely. By exploring these concepts, we are expanding our understanding of the universe and keeping an open mind about the possibilities. As Carl Sagan famously said, we must constantly be willing to revise our ideas in the face of new evidence. Who knows what wonders we might discover if we are brave enough to venture beyond our own perceptions and truly listen to the whispers of the universe. And now it's time to turn the conversation over to you. What do you think is the most exciting possibility regarding extraterrestrial communication? And what do you think lies beyond our perception that we are not yet aware of? Please leave your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to subscribe for more thought-provoking videos. Thank you for joining me on this journey of discovery and exploration. And until next time, keep an open mind and a curious heart.